right, by viewer request, do we grapple in saber fencing? Sometimes, and in limited circumstances. Generally speaking, Professor Hedon shares the attitude of a lot of fencers and de-emphasizes grappling very seriously because, cut one real quick. She cuts one, I grab her blade, I cut one, she grabs my blade. Now we're dancing, we're wrestling, we're doing all kinds of things, but you know what we're not doing? Fencing. If I had gotten a better position, all of this was completely unnecessary. So there is a simple grapple. If you can set it up and trap your opponent into it, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. Especially for those of you worried about style versus style matchups, this is effective, especially effective against lunge and recover fencers if you can sucker them into giving you the cut. Kat, please cut 2. I am going to step forward into the bind so that I have the condyles of her wrist and a strong on strong bind. If I wind up here, this is also okay, but I want to pay attention that she doesn't follow through like this if she plays rough. You can see Kat smirking. Kat will play rough. Kat, can you give me a lunge and any cut? A lunge and recover fencer will actually bring this position to you if you can set them up in such a way that you know they're going to make a backhand cut. Recover. Of course, if she cuts this way, I've just walked into her blow and I feel very silly. So you get into the game of how do I set things up. Come in, our lineage, cut 2, please. I'm not doing this and reaching out at long range for 2 reasons. 1, I don't have the position. 2, even if I do have the position, I've now wasted a tempo. She knows she's been grabbed. Now she's going to punch me in the face with the basket, grab me, step out and make a false edge cut, or some other terrible thing. This needs to happen simultaneously. 2, bang. I lever her blade down while dropping my body weight backwards. See the look on her face? That's the look of, I really wish I wasn't falling onto his point right now. 2. As I am here, I am folding her up like a taco. I am taking her from extension and into flexion as I drop my body weight. This means, stay there for a second, I am now on her flank. She cannot apply her body weapons to me. The only one that might be available is the leg, but if she tries to apply that, she's going to fall down and she knows it. Unless she is exceptionally athletic and more or less has spent the last 20 years working for Ringling Brothers, not going to happen. So let's see this at speed-ish. 2. My body weight moving backwards combined with levering her blade down so she's folded up means this is a fish in a barrel technique. I don't want to do a grappling technique that's not fish in a barrel. If she reads my action, she'll hit me with a false edge or stab me. 2, I'm not dropping my weight here. I've done nothing to destroy her balance that way. Sure, I've folded her, but can she do things like, oh, I don't know, return to guard from here? Well, that's bad for me. If she turns that direction with her body, the other way, there you go, now return to guard. Bad for me, right? 2, lever and body weight backwards. Now she has very little choice. If I miss the wrist and I only get the pommel in the hands, do I care? No. One of the neat things about this, cut 2, is if she were willing to simply let her saber go, technique no longer works. I can't move her. Sad. Because she has weapon in hand, however, cut 2, see that fold? She levers her own wrist hanging onto the weapon. Most fencers are not going to drop their weapon and immediately go to body weapons. If she had not gotten quite that folded, she could begin kicking me with her right leg. She's folded up now. Shankification going to occur. Play with this step by step. Don't hurt each other. And don't get violent by yanking. This is about flow and body weight. Let's go at about half speed and show it with no interruptions. 2. Get the flow, and your opponent will go, I don't like it, and you'll win and giggle. Thanks, and happy fencing. We've got more videos and content coming, so if you liked what you saw and it was useful for you, please stab the like button, /subscribe, and punch the little bell icon so that you're notified immediately when new content comes available. Thanks, and go do the thing.